Hey, can you tell me anything at all about this fucking laptop? Anyone, anywhere. How about you?
Care rulează jocuri ok. Și am unul dintre cele mai puternice mașinării.
I can't understand you. Romanian? I don't know. What about you?
V prevedení MaxQ. To znamená, že výrobca optimalizoval grafiku.
Same thing? Bulgarian? Elgato? Nobody can tell me shit about this thing. Nobody can tell me shit about this thing, man. I mean, there's like notebook forums where people are posting stuff, but outside of that, this is an amazing laptop. An amazing laptop. And I'm hearing zip bupkis about it. I'm hearing fucking nothing. We've got an RTX 2070 Max-Q Lenovo y740 with the i7. Let me fucking get up the specs here because I can't remember shit because my brain don't work so good. Yeah, it's the Intel i7-8750H CPU. All right, pretty amazing. 16 gigs of RAM, running dual channel. This right here is a fucking deal. All right, it's a deal, it's a steal, it's the whole fucking enchilada, and it's just nuts. It's just no one's talking about it. It's been out since like mid-February, and there is like one guy from the forums who, notebook forum, can't remember even the name. I signed up and I wrote a really crappy review of it there, which I'll probably link to. And like, these guys are all asking questions about it, but it's like radio silence. Like there's no, like Linus. Where are you at, Linus? Dave Lee, where are you at, boy? You gotta, I mean, these products are fantastic. This product is fantastic. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. It's mind-boggling. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you a rundown of what you got here, and I'm gonna tell you about this machine. So we've got the Legion Lenovo y740. So this comes, again, RTX 2070, Max-Q, the i7-8750, I believe it was. Double check that shit. Yeah, i7-8750, and as you can see, it has Corsair. This is Corsair using IQ RGB lighting. You got it on the sides there. It's got it on the logo there. I don't know if the camera can pick that up. And you got it all in here. And look at how slim that is. Look how slim that baby is. Look at that. You got aluminium here on the chassis, I believe they call it. I don't know. I'm not an expert, by the way. I should have started with saying that. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. The last video I posted was a VR chat shitpost. So what the fuck am I doing here? I don't know. I feel like this needed to be done, so I'm doing it. I'm doing it. No one can tell me otherwise. Except probably my neighbors. They'll probably tell me otherwise. So you got this big, nice, sort of makes a whole lot of sense cooling solution here, which is where they've got the exhaust coming out here and here and here and here, and it's like the heat on this thing is so insanely well managed. 256 gigabytes of solid state drive, along with a 1 terabyte drive. It has on the back a HDMI port, USB 3, a USB something else. It's SS. I don't know what that means. I bet it's something cool though. A really cool charging port right there that's like kind of cool. And then like Ethernet, and you got your HDMI, and you got your Thunderbolt or whatever. And then on the side you've got another USB 3. You've got a little pinhole there for some fucking reason. And then you got your headphone jack and USB-C, I believe. Or is that Thunderbolt? I don't know. I don't know stuff. Things me know. I don't know. So why am I doing this? Because there is no English-speaking review on YouTube right now of this laptop. Get in there quick, fucking yap up them views, even though I'm probably wrong on a whole lot of stuff. And that's fine. As long as I acknowledge it, that's fine. There was one English-speaking review, and it was done by a Swedish dude, and I'm not gonna hammer this dude too brutally because I will probably get a lot of things wrong as well. But you know what? I'm sorry to say, man, and you know who you are. You're probably watching this right now. I can't remember your channel name. I'll put it in the description, and I will put it there as a shout out, even though you don't really deserve it because your review was bad, but mine's probably going to be worse. Anyway, he got the same model as mine, and the keys were like sticking for him, which they are not for me. I will bring this closer and I'll show you. He had a problem with the shift key, and he had a problem with just the keys in general. Also, the design was quite flimsy and kind of like rubbery. Like he would press down on the keyboard and it would feel like it was really just like cheaply made. And also the light bleed on his monitor, especially his, was very, very bad, and the performance was not good. He got a dud. He got a dud. There are duds out there, unfortunately. Lenovo is pretty aware of this at the moment. There's been a lot of stuff going on with their manufacturer and the shipping and like canceling and orders being like delayed. Like people who ordered in February are waiting for for this model and the 2060 model, which is the one below this, of the 15-inch. They're waiting until March, until like mid-March or some shit, or even like late March, because there's just been, I don't know, I think there was a callback of some kind, and they had to fix the light bleed. I ordered this computer. I ordered this RTX 2070 Max-Q 15-inch Lenovo y740 on Tuesday. It is now Saturday. I got this yesterday. Like, it shipped, it said 1 to 2 business days delivery. I was like, that's bullshit, but I'm gonna try. I'm just gonna shoot the bullet and see what happens. Russian roulette, let's see what happens. And I lucked out. I think I lucked out. This model here, this laptop, I've owned a lot of gaming laptops in my day. And that's why I think I maybe have a little bit of authority when I'm talking about this thing. This is the best, slimmest, coolest looking, nicest looking, most well-running, coolest by, I mean cool, around the CPU and the GPU laptop I've ever had. And I've had some great laptops. The last year I had the Alienware GTX 1070 15-inch model. That was a fantastic computer with the i7 700, 7700. With the i7 7700. That was a great computer, man. That was a fantastic computer. And I was looking to upgrade. And this is the upgrade. Now that computer cost me around $3,200 Australian. Now that was at a JB Hi-Fi cost. I can't exactly remember. This computer cost me $3,500. I'll just double check that. I fucked up. It's 3,700. It's 3,699 in Australia. And also you can't even get the model anymore from the store. So I don't know what the fuck's going on. It's really hard to find this model and get it shipped. I feel like I got the last one. I'm sorry to anyone who was thinking about it, but I'm not really sorry. So there's that. Also, yeah, I mean, my point in the original, what I was saying before, it still sticks. It still sticks. It's from 3,200 for a GTX 1070 laptop. You know, that's minus the warranty and all that. Like, that's just the base Alienware that I had. Is it worth the $500? $500 now. Is it worth $500 more? Yes. 100% yes. 100% yes. So nothing's changed on that, but I had to correct that. Okay, thanks. Bye. I have never seen a cooling solution so well used before. And when you undervolt this thing, I'm going to leave in the description of the video Bob of All Trades, I believe is the name of his YouTube channel. He's also part of the forum that's talking about these laptops. It's the only forum on the internet right now that's talking about these laptops, and there's not a lot of people talking about them. He has an undervolting solution for the i7 8750H, which is just like, it's fantastic. I'm running things like Witcher 3, Anthem, Battlefield 5, all these games and benchmarks, and I'm never going over like 82, I think is the highest I've gotten so far on the thermals, and I'm staying in a median range in all of these games in the 70s, just like chilling in the 70s. And when I got the fan boost on, it's better than that. And on the fan boost on idle, it's like down in the 30s and the 40s, like right where the sweet spot, right where exactly where you want this to be. This is what you're getting with this upgrade. Now the RTX stuff, let's talk about the RTX stuff. Fuck it. fuck RTX, really. I mean, I don't really think ray tracing is that amazing. A lot of you do, and that's cool. And maybe if you get the 2080 version of this, like maybe you're gonna really see, look, I will take no ray tracing over more frames any day of the week, and I'm sure most people are the same. So, like with Battlefield 5, the only game that I could really test that with, I was getting around, let's say, I was getting easily, 90 to 70 frames per second. 70 being like the lowest, really. But sometimes, because the servers are shit at EA, when buildings and stuff would be blowing up and people would be running around everywhere, sometimes I just get like a dip for a second down to like 40 for like a split nanosecond, but then it bounces back and it's fine. Now that is not this computer problem, that is an EA problem. I've now tried this on things that are well optimized, such as Witcher 3, and I've tried it on a bunch of other games, such as The Division, and well, that's not an exactly the most well optimized game in the world, but it's still better, I think, than EA. Anything that's coming out of EA recently, Anthem, for instance. So I tried Anthem as well. Now, so Anthem is an interesting kind of game. I just want to put this out there. When people are going to test this, they're probably going to test a brand new laptop with the brand new game. The brand new game right now, that is Anthem, and it is a bad game, but whatever. People want to play it, and people want to have it for themselves and try it for themselves, fine. But you should know you're going to be excited when you play for the first time, when it gets to that playable section on the download, and you go, fuck yeah, I can play now. You go in like a little single player little mode, and you get to have like a tutorial version, and then you go out into this kind of semi-open world that's not really the open world yet. Now, the frames that you're going to get in there playing on Ultra on Anthem are going to be median range of like 78. It's going to be like fantastic. It's going to be 78 to like around like 88, something like that, you know. It'll hit 90, sometimes 100, you know, like at max it'll hit 100. And then it'll dip sometimes, like 58. When you like splash into water or something, it'll dip. It's not a very well optimized game. But worse still than that is the fact that when you go into multiplayer in Anthem, you get crazy dips, like insane dips. The servers are not great at the moment, so expect to not have a consistent 60 frames per second on an RTX 2070 Max-Q, and don't worry about that entirely. Just play some other games that are well optimized and enjoy the fact that you have a great piece of hardware here. Now with Battlefield 5, which is a much more well optimized game, but the servers are still crappy, yeah, you have basically a consistent 80 frames per second, 80 to 90 frames per second, and then down that line, you'll have like, like when things are going really popping off, it'll stay at 60. Very, very rarely it dips, and when it dips, you do not notice it. That's the thing. It's like if it ever dips into the 50s, like the high 50s, you do not notice it, and it rarely ever happens. And when it does happen, it's usually because of a server problem. It's not anything to do with this computer. Now, on The Witcher 3, now, I want to remind everybody that all of these benchmarks that I'm talking about right now, all of these are running with this undervolt, right? The Bob's Trade undervolt. Now, I look up undervolting yourself. I'm not going to be the guy to tell you about undervolting, but I really, really highly suggest that you do it. I also highly suggest that you raise the back when you put this down slightly. Just raise it slightly and play it so that the cooling vents have a good leverage, and they can just get that heat out and it can go where it needs to be. Now, in the Division, I have, I believe, 90 something average frames, 96 or 97 average frames. Now, let's talk benchmark scores. I'm going to throw these benchmark scores up because I can't remember them off the top of my head. I know that the Firestrike score was in the high 1500s. In the high 1500s. Look at that. Now that is compared, let's have a look at Notebook Review, all right, with the Max-Q 2070s. What they're saying the average median is overall, like the Razer Blade Stealth, the new, all the new, the Aero, the Gigabytes, the ones that all have this chip. Apparently, with this in the undervolting, I am scoring way above my pay grade here, and that's fantastic. When it comes to comparing qualities, I had the GTX 1070 in the notebook version, not a Max-Q. It was the full, sort of laptop version in the Alienware 15-inch R3. Now that was my previous laptop that I had. Now that's what I have comparing this to, the notebook 1070 to the RTX chip Max-Q. 2070. And I gotta say, man, the difference is like it's there. It 100% is there. It is way better. It is way, way better. Is it $300 better? Yes, it is. It's 100% $300 better. It's what you get what you pay for with this. You really do. Now, I don't personally use the laptop screens. I use these as desktops, kind of. I set them up with HDMI monitors and all that kind of shit, and I run them that way. But this is 144 hertz G-Sync 1920 by 1080 300 nit display. This is a good display. This is a nice, clear display. Is there the backlight problem, the bleeding, whatever they call it, the light bleeding? Yeah, a little bit, a tiny bit. Not as much as people are saying. For my version, I don't notice it at all whenever I have been using it this way, but I haven't been using it this way a whole lot. I've been using it with my computer monitor, which is, yeah, also 144 hertz itself. So, I'm glad I finally just like did something with this YouTube channel. I think I'm gonna keep doing stuff like this if this takes off. I think you should buy this if you're looking for something. People are saying don't buy 2019 gaming laptops, wait until the new i9s. i9s are gonna blow hot. You're gonna want something that has a cooling system that's gonna kill. This cooling system kills. Maybe when the i9s come out, maybe mid this year with this model, maybe get that. But if you're looking for something right now to quench your thirst and you want RTX and you want cheap, not cheap, but cheaper than its competitors, this is where you go. This is where you go, okay? It's a great laptop. And if you get a dud, send it back, get another one. They're Lenovo, they're great with the customer service. So far with me, they have been. Now, could be different with you, but I'm just saying, I rep them. I rep them hard. I rep those boys hard. Now, I'm glad that you watched this video. Thank you for sticking with it. I know it's kind of painful. I'm doing my best. This is my first time doing this kind of thing. All right, I'm out.